Welcome into Pillow Talk, Pugs and Company, the Pillow Talk edition, that is. We air this every Sunday night through Thursday nights, 9 p.m. till, well, whenever we get around to getting out of here. We do this twice a day. The Pillow Talk stream comes to you now. And then at noon, we do something we like to call the High Noon Show. That's more content-driven. That's more about current events. That's more about what's trending, what people are talking about. We try to give you a little cheat sheet on all the things that you need to know to get through your day. This is just stupid. This is just dumb stuff. We just do stupid stuff here. Well, here's an example. Let's bring him in. The king of hot takes. His name is Parker, and he's down there in New Orleans, and he looks like he's asleep, but he's giving us the thumbs up, so that's something.
Okay. So did I tell you about the laundry experience? Remember I had to go to my mother-in-law's to do the laundry?
Yeah,
Okay. So then I came back. I started a load of laundry and it finished. I put it in the dryer, started another load, and that's all the laundry. That's what I make in a week. Okay. So I come over here, I hang out with you and Emil for about an hour and a half. And then what was this, Sunday night?
It was Monday?
Monday night. Yeah. So I go back over there.
Because he was watching the Bills game. Couldn't join us because he had his Bills playing.
So I go back over there, and both of my loads are done. Like the first one's finished drying, the second one finished washing and drying. And she's folding my clothes. And like when I walk up, she's like folding my underwear.
Oh, the mother-in-law was folding your underwear.
Right. I don't think it would be nearly as awkward, except my mother.
John in the chat room.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bud. Yeah, I don't think it would be so awkward, except my mother-in-law is kind of attractive. And
yeah,
so
you said that before. She's hot, and she's folding your underwear.
Right. And so, it's not a big deal if, like, some Mrs. Doubtfire-looking nanny's folding your underwear and you walk in on that. But, like, if you walk in and the head cheerleader is folding your underwear, you're like, what is... Man, like, it feels... Yeah, my life continues to be very awkward.
Yeah, well, maybe you should surprise her. You should show up with a pizza. You should knock on the door. Did you order sausage? I don't know where he is. He should be here by now. I don't know where he is. It doesn't matter. We shall motor on without him. How you feeling about yesterday's show? Yesterday's show, you lit up the phone lines, as they say. If we had phone lines, we don't have phone lines.
No, I just like digging in people's wounds, and I say blatantly obvious things that are just uncomfortable, and I kind of revel in that a little bit. And it's a personality flaw, but it makes for interesting talk shows.
It's a hot take. You're a hot take artist, and that's what you gave us yesterday. You gave us one of them legendary hot takes. Here, we're gonna do something. I can't find. I'm sorry. I got a whole bunch of.
Yeah, but look, you understand from my point of view, the hot take is the prime directive of all living things on Earth is reproduce. That's the hot take.
I want to go back into it.
Or is that the most?
Want to go back into it?
Obvious statement. I don't know. It seems I'm correct.
We do not need to go back into it. Get the show started the way we like to start it each and every day. We bring into the 1%er lounge high atop the guest house lounge high atop the 1%er compound in beautiful sunny downtown Highland Park, Texas. We welcome to the stage the man of 1,000 voices, a global sensation. He is the one, the only James Narcisse Parker.
Thank you.
With his monologue. Should say that. He doesn't monologue to start the show.
All right. In Afghanistan, members of the Taliban have been crashing weddings just to get the free food. And I don't know, Pugs, I'm starting to think these guys are real jerks.
Taliban, get it?
Yesterday, President Biden spoke to President Putin via video call. The conversation lasted 2 hours, and Biden did so good they took him out for ice cream afterwards.
I just hit it. I just hit this. Oh. Sorry.
Former President Trump is writing a memoir, and I don't want to say he's a narcissist, but I bet he's dedicating the book to himself.
You're moving way too fast, man. I can't keep up. Give me a break. Take a breath. Okay.
Let's talk about the sound bar, huh? In Laval, Quebec, cops are looking for a man who shot another man at a public library, and the librarian was upset because he didn't use a silencer. That one sucks. All right. According to the National Enquirer, thank you. According to the National Enquirer, Ozzy Osbourne is at death's door. In fact, he's already been given his last satanic rites.
Oh, no, come on. Not
There's
funny.
a couple of bad ones today.
Not funny. They love Ozzy in the One Percenter Guest House.
According to a new study, your cell phone use could be hurting your relationship, especially if you're using it to call whores.
There he goes.
It's very Norm Macdonald, isn't it? It's a Norm Macdonald.
God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm. According to a new report, increasing numbers of Asians are getting plastic surgery to look more like Americans. But many Asians can't afford plastic surgery. So if you still want to look like American, they've been turned into binge eating is what they've been doing. And finally, that would make them look more American if they were chubby. Happy birthday to Sinead O'Connor, who's 55 years old. And she's not really that hard to shop for. I got her a hairbrush.
What? Oh! That's it. That's the monologue for tonight. Mm-hmm. How are you, Parker?
I am great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm in a very good mood. I had a very good day. I'm well rested. I'm not hungover. I'm not sick. Feel good.
We need to check it with E. We need to check it. I like to take a little bit of an accounting of where people are, see what's happening. I don't know if he's boycotting tonight's show because of your outlandish behavior last night. He said, "Oh, there we go." It wasn't plugged in.
Outlandish, huh?
Yeah, I'm just talking it up. Hype. Okay.
Please leave your name.
Well, this is odd. The light in his studio, which I can see from across. Hey, just checking in.
Don't leave voicemails. Don't do that.
Why? I always leave voicemails.
Stop. You stop that right now.
What?
I've been meaning to tell you this because that's what old people do.
I'm not going to stop leaving voicemails. I know
that
when I leave a voicemail, your phone will go brr, 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 and you'll know that somebody's trying to contact you. Old people. I am old. I am an old person. I'm wearing a Nirvana t-shirt for crying out loud. Do you
unironically.
Yeah. Unironically. This is I saw Nirvana in a bar before Nevermind. That's how far back I go.
Okay, so do you leave 2 spaces after you type a period?
2 spaces after let's see. Do I leave 2 spaces after I type a period? No, just 1.
Okay.
Why? Is that another thing?
No, that's how they used to teach it. That's how they taught it when you're in a typewriter, and at the beginning of computer literacy, that's how they used to teach it as well. But they don't do that anymore.
I honestly didn't know. I had to write 2 sentences in a row.
Okay, so the answering machine predates caller ID. So the features we have in our cell phone are the proto version of those is your caller ID and your answering machine. So there used to be a time when you had to leave a message or they didn't know who would call. Once caller ID came around, you didn't have to leave a message. They saw your number. They know you called. They know they can call you back.
They know,
right? And that was really the whole point of the call. They knew.
I'm old and you're illiterate. They knowed that you called. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna make various verbal slip ups from time to time. Being a human being, I'll just try and keep it to a minimum. I apologize.
And a borderline alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm working on it. Boy, when the kids aren't around, it kind of
sure
hit the pedal. I mean, hit the So no. Where were we with that?
I don't know. You were talking
Oh,
about two
no.
spaces.
The
I'm
the
distracted
caller
because
ID.
I'm actually concerned about Emil. I'm actually concerned about
Oh,
it. I don't
stop
know
it.
what.
Hey, listen.
No, I'm not going to stop caring about my friends.
Yeah,
You
but there's no
dark
need to.
souled son of a bitch.
I know, but there's no need to leave a voicemail that says, "Hey, this is Pugs. I called. Give me a call back." That's what the missed call is. The missed call already relays all that information.
Yeah, that's fine. I see your point, but I leave a voicemail because I know that when you leave a voicemail, the phone makes an extra noise.
I don't think mine does.
Yes, it does. Call you right now. Let it go to voicemail.
No, come on.
It'll make an extra noise.
Forget the extra noise.
It'll make an extra noise. It's
I
an
know,
extra
but what's the
warning.
advantage of that? You want to cause more of an extra noise?
Yeah. I want to let you know if somebody's trying to get a hold of you.
No, the voicemail is, I don't want to say it's something sacred, but that's when you leave extra information that they need to know above and beyond. Hey, this is James. I just tried to call and you didn't answer, so
Well,
call
I don't
me
know.
back.
Telemarketers are professional callers. Oh, there he goes. Oh, okay. All right.
He was probably just getting some Whataburger or something. You get all emotional.
Look, you don't get it. You do not understand. He is one of the most. He seems, you look at him and you think, oh, there's no way that guy's together. That guy is organized. That guy is on time. That guy is never late. So I was a little bit concerned. Something came up. Something came up today that because he would normally say, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. Something came up.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Something came up.
Sounds like it.
I don't know, because he just sort of disappeared. He's never 9:30. He's never late. And something's going on. He won't say what it is. I should be there by 9:30. That's all right. That's fine.
Sounds like he doesn't want to share it with us just yet.
That's fine. So that's what he'll come on the air and we'll grill him over it and we'll try and figure it out. In the meantime, what do you say we do a little thing we like to do here on each and every show at the beginning? We put people in a good mood. We call it the moment of joy. This one is a downright Christmas miracle. Are you ready for this moment of joy? It's a Christmas miracle, I tell you. A real live Christmas miracle. Okay, so here's the situation. First of all, we got a lady in a Spencer's store. I didn't know that Spencer's still exist.
That's not a Spencer's store. There's not enough blacklight posters on the wall and stuff.
Well,
right?
we're only seeing one aisle. And yeah, where do they keep the lava lamps, right? The lava lamps and the sexy posters and the dirty party games. That's what Spencer's has. That's what
the
they're
over
about.
the hill balloons.
Yeah, this is, I'm calling this a Christmas miracle moment of joy. So this lady was in line and she can't find her phone. And there was a black guy behind her. So you know what she thinks. A Christmas miracle.
Okay, we heard you.
Yeah, no.
Can you call it? Because she won't let us call it.
Yeah, let's phone her.
916. Well, he could have turned off the ringer.
Oh my god, do you want to get naked, lady?
Hey guys, I don't like your phone.
You don't need
Guys,
to.
yeah, dude. Let's try to just stay calm and cool. Okay. So now it's
I
this.
really need my phone back.
Stop looking at him like it's her. Talk to him. He's trying to help you.
Let me get the number. 916.
So they're trying to call her phone to see if
You want to pat him down?
the black guy took it.
I'm still waiting for the number.
Well, if
If it's in his pocket, it won't ring because he turned off your ringer. But you're also accusing him, even though he just emptied out everything in his pocket. Here's his pocket with his vape in it.
You got his vape.
Do you want to turn around?
Guys, can we?
She can't.
well, they have my number, and they have my phone.
Well, let's.
We don't have your phone.
Okay, baby, let's call the phone. Let's see where it is.
I didn't take.
You type it in.
I did not take.
She goes. She's calling her phone.
What would I even do?
Right now.
What? Wait, what?
Is it in your purse?
Ah!
Really?
A Christmas miracle!
No, you're not.
At least she said she was sorry.
Just reach out. I'm willing.
Okay. Okay. A Christmas miracle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we could all use a Christmas miracle. Now, let me offer a hot take for you. Let me offer you a hot take in the form of an actual story. Last Christmas, me and my son went to a Taco Bell near my house in Chicago. my son went to the bathroom, and apparently do your kids like? So I don't like to do number two in public restrooms, but for some reason my kid is weighed down with it. My kid enjoys it. He goes in there, he sits on the phone, and he plays. And it's just, I think he uses the handicap stall too, because I think there's something he feels like a rebel, like an outlaw when he does that. Kid leaves his wallet in the toilet, right there on the toilet paper dispenser, right there. Comes out, cleans up, we go, we leave, we get in the car, we're driving. We drive for I don't know, we're going downtown. We're 20 minutes away. And all of a sudden he goes, I can't find my wallet. And I'm like, dude, when you were pooping, did you take your wallet out? Why would you take your wallet out of your jacket? Well, I took my jacket off and it fell out of my pocket. And I remember I put it on the toilet paper. I get a whole story. You get a whole story from the kid. And I'm like, so you put it on the toilet paper? You didn't just put it back in the pocket and zip? That's a winter coat, dude. You got zippers on that. You could have. So long story short, we turn around. We drive all the way back to the Taco Bell, right? And there's a Taco Bell in the south side of Chicago. That's all I'm going to say. And I walk in and I go, you got a manager here? And manager comes up. Very nice lady. I'm like, look, I go, my son, he left his wallet. It might turn in a wallet. He had all his Christmas money in it. He had $150 in there. We were going downtown. And this dude happened to have been a black dude, comes out from the back. Hey, my man, I got your wallet right here. And that is so wonderful. So wonderful. And he hands the wallet back to my kid. And my kid immediately, what's the first thing you do?
Check the money.
You open it up, check the money. The money's all gone. The money's gone. Wallet's there, but the money's gone. And the dude is standing there. And I go, he said he found it in the bathroom. I go, dude, there was money in here. And he goes, not when I found it. And then he smiled at me. And I'm like, I go, you're a piece of shit, dude. I go, this was his Christmas present. And he goes, what? What are you saying? And then the manager was like, no, Jamal. There was Jamal. Not, Pugs, you just said, no, his name was, and I'll never forget it. No, Jamal. No.
You sure it wasn't like Braden or Rusty?
No, I don't know. I don't know what. No, it was Jamal. It was Jamal.
It wasn't
it was a real
Caden?
thing. Hold on. Look at this. Hey.
Do you have a minute?
Yeah, James, you want to take over the show? I'm actually live on the air, and I'm just doing the story about the Taco Bell guy that took your money.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
That's okay. You need something?
No, it's fine.
No, you do? Okay. All right, I'll call you right back. Hold on, okay, bud?
Okay.
Hold on. So, that sounds big. So, we're going to take a break for a little bit, okay?
Go.
You mind?
Go.
You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want if you want to do something or if you just want to go dark. But let me handle this, okay?
Go dark.
Okay. All right, we're back. Rough day. I see. Boy, I apologize for that, folks. That doesn't typically happen. But having a situation, and it looks like we got it. We got it all taken care of. Let's see if we get Parker back. Parker, where you at, man? All right. There he is. Okay, very good. Sorry about that. I appreciate you understanding. It's just I have a rule now that I've moved back here that when stuff gets squirrely and he needs a pep talk or something, he can just call me. A little squirrely situation that my 12-year-old son is going through right now, and he hung up on me, like in a good way. So it wasn't like I was like, I gotta go, man. I gotta do my live stream. He was like, okay. He's like, well, I'm gonna go play video games. Oh, you get in there, man. That'll put you in a better mood. Play your video games. All right. I thought, wow, look at this. Perfect time. I'm talking about Jamal stealing his money at the Taco Bell. He's calling in. Maybe I honestly thought that maybe he was listening. That he wanted to chime in about this thing that happened to him. Okay, so we saw the moment of joy, the Christmas miracle, where the woman wrongfully accused the black guy in line behind her at a Spencer's gift store, whatever Spencer's is, and she thought that he stole her phone, and she accused him of it, and it turned out that he didn't steal the phone. And then I was relaying a story that happened to me and my kid, where I accused a guy of basically stealing all my kid's Christmas money out of the wallet that he left in the toilet at Taco Bell. And I'm telling you, the guy didn't steal. He's the guy. The way he smiled, the way he smiled at me when I said it was like he was mocking me. He was basically, he was like a 16-year-old little punk kid. Like, what are you gonna, right? And the smile just set me off. And I was like, but I'm not a crazy person. So in my head, I realized, well, there's nothing I can do, and I can't beat the snot out of this kid, which is what I really wanted to do. I wanted
cost you a lot more than $150.
Exactly. I wanted to slap that smile off his face. And, I guess what I'm trying to get at is I know that we all want to go, she's a Karen and she's being racist for accusing the black guy of stealing. Look, in my case, a black guy did steal my kid's money, but he didn't steal it because he's a black guy. He stole it because he's a piece of shit. He just happened to have been a black kid, right? So, I mean, every time I see these people who get dragged for being Karens, right? And then how many times do we see, are there other situations where people who aren't, black guys being accused by a white woman of something? Because that happens too, but I guess those just don't go viral. And so it irritates me a little bit. Now, I'm not denying the existence of the slightly racist Karen out there. They exist. But what I'm saying is, it's like, maybe the guy behind her, maybe anybody in line behind her would have been suspect one. Everybody except maybe, a little old white man, or a little old black man, or a little old Chinese man, whatever. A young person behind you. I think I don't. If the dude had come out of the back of the Taco Bell office with my kid's wallet and had been white and smiled and said there was no money in there, and then kind of laughed to himself, I would have been just as pissed. But in this case, it happened to have been a black guy. And again, that is not to say that he stole the money because he's a black guy, which is what I'm trying to say. She wasn't accusing him because he was a black guy. She was accusing him because he was the guy in line behind her.
Oh, definitely. No, and look, there's a ton of these stories that don't have any racial epithets thrown or any mention of race that is in any of the dialogue going back and forth, and it's still considered a racist incident. Well, how do you know they're racist? How do you know she chose that guy because he's black and not because it's the guy standing behind her? Like
behind her.
But
who else would have taken it? The guy behind her. I mean,
there's a lot of patterns here, though. Like most of the air quotes racial incidents today don't involve a racial slur, where you would think someone would at least have to make a mention of somebody's race for it to be considered a racist act. But that's not one of the rules anymore. Now the rule is it a white person transgressing a non-white person? And then it must be racism is at least considered.
Well, they only go viral if there's some sort of tinge to racism or
Mhm.
some way that you can drag a lady. That lady, that was hysterical. That lady was a dummy. That lady had instead of turning her purse inside out first, she decided to blame somebody else for her disorganized nature. And that was funny. The person happened to have been black, so it went viral. Because now she's the racist lady and her life is over because, everybody at work is going to be like, you're the racist. No, maybe the guy just happened to have been black. In my situation with my son, there was somebody that money was gone and the dude happened to be black. But I didn't think that he took it because he was black. I thought he took it because he was 16 years old and hates his job at Taco Bell and found a wallet with money in it. That's pretty much what I think anybody would do. Well, not anybody, but you know what I mean. Most 16-year-old dirtbag dudes.
Well, yeah, and he's still a child too. It's a child
Yeah.
that is ripping off another child, and it's not fair, but whatever. It's not an egregious civil rights movement violation. But yeah, that's a tough one for this lady because her friends are seeing this.
Yes.
Her coworkers are going to see this.
The bosses are going to see this. Her neighbors are going to see this. The parents of her kids' friends are going to see this. I mean,
Yeah,
this
Christine
is now.
saw you on YouTube yesterday. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I don't know. We're just dragging people left and right because it makes for a good 30-second video clip and they're being labeled a Karen or a Brad or whatever the hell what isn't it, Brad? What are they calling guys? Isn't it Todd? I think maybe it's Todd. I don't know. It's something
Chad.
like that. Maybe it's Chad, something like that, some name like that. You're getting dragged because the situation lines up for something that will get a whole bunch of people to go nuts on you.
All right, you want to know another fun story of the day?
Sensitive racial times. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the Prime Minister of Finland is a gorgeous 26-year-old woman. I think she's 26, or is she 28? She's like really young, right?
What do you think? You're telling me something I don't know? What do you think? You're telling me something that I wasn't loaded for bear to talk about today?
Take over, sir. Go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead. You set it up. You got it. She got in a little bit of trouble.
She got in trouble because she went clubbing with her friends till like 4 in the morning.
This is stupid trouble. This isn't.
I know this isn't even real trouble. But she had been around someone that tested positive for coronavirus, so she was supposed to be in quarantine. But she left her work phone at home and didn't take it out with her, so no one could get a hold of her all night. So the Prime Minister is just out living a Lady Gaga video, basically.
36-year-old smoke show Prime Minister of Finland.
No, 26.
36. No, she's
I thought
36.
she was. You sure?
I looked her up. Yeah. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 36. There she is. Look at her. She's the one second to the right with the dark hair. That, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Prime Minister of Finland and her cabinet of senior officials. Would you look at that? That's the damn Spice Girls. They got the Spice Girls running the show there.
Yeah, well, she would just be like Posh Spice, and then next to her would be like Forehead Spice, and then there's Low Cheekbone Spice, and the other one kind of looks like Baby Spice.
Yeah, well, here's what you got. You got, let's see, from left to right, Finland's Minister of Education, Lee Anderson. That's her. She's 32. You've got their Minister of Finance, Katri Kulmuni, right here. She's 32. Then you've got Prime Minister Sanna Martin. It says here she's 34, but it also said she's 36 in another story. So that's her right there. That's Prime. This is the boss man. This is the person ruling Finland right now. And then next to her, you've got Interior Minister right here, and that is Maria Ohisalo, which she is 34 years old. So basically, Interior Minister is like Attorney General. That's sort of like Attorney General. This is like the president. This is Minister of Finance. That would be what? Like
Treasury Secretary.
Treasury Secretary, and then Education Secretary. But this is basically, look at that, man. They're going to rule the world with their flirtatious ways. It's crazy.
Yeah, they are not ugly.
They are not. Here, and I got some other really good pictures of her too. Where is she? We'll find the whole. Just call this place Fineland from now on, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what we're gonna call it? Just Fineland.
I like that a lot. That Fineland.
Here we go. Look at her. Santa Marin is her name. Santa Marin. I don't know. I don't care. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. But I saw her, and I did a deep dive on her. All right, we sharing? There we go. Look at that. Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is. I'd vote for her. Telling you right now, she'd give my vote. Let's see what.
Yeah, fine land. Good for
Look
them.
at those. Look at her there with the mask, and look at the eyes. I'll tell you, man, this is one of the things that I really do appreciate about everybody being forced to wear masks. You really, really tell what women have beautiful eyes. You know, the mask really brings out the beautiful eyes in women.
Well, you could say the same thing like when you go to Afghanistan and they have to be dressed like ninjas. He's like, she has such nice eyes, beautiful eyes. Really, I really in that outfit, I can really appreciate the beauty of her eyes.
She's a beautiful woman. She is a beautiful woman. Finland's prime minister. Here, we'll just save the picture for right there, so you guys can look at it. Here's the story. Oh, is she in trouble? And it's such a non-story. It's like, are you kidding me with this? So give me your takes on this after we give you the details. Sanna Marin went on a night out in Helsinki on Saturday, hours after her foreign minister had tested positive for COVID. She was initially told she didn't need to isolate because she'd been fully vaccinated, but later missed a text that advised her to do so. Critics are questioning her judgment for not isolating until testing negative. The Social Democratic Prime Minister, 36, says she's 36 here according to the BBC. The Social Democratic Prime Minister, 36, said the text message that advised her to avoid social contact was sent to her work phone, which she had left at her place. Now, this is like any dude who's dated a hot girl who doesn't return texts, except in this case, it's the country. The country is trying to get a hold of her.
What's her first name again?
Sanna.
Yeah, Sanna, pick up. Damn it.
Sanna, it's Finland calling. Where are you?
Sanna.
And then the next, she comes home late at night. Like she comes home to Finland. It's like 4 a.m. The club's, she's drunk, and she smells like booze, but she's got that little bit of sweat and a little bit of booze because she's been dancing all night. And she climbs into bed with you and she's kind of horny and she like wants it. But you're mad, you're Finland, you're angry because she didn't pick up when you were calling. And so you were thinking the worst, that she was out there with Norway or Sweden or somebody like that. And then she's like, well, we were dancing and I left my phone in the car. It's one of those whole things. God, she's great. She was initially told she didn't need to isolate because she'd been fully vaccinated. Critics have questioned her judgment for not isolating until testing negative. The Social Democratic, 36, said that the text message that advised her to avoid social contact was sent to her work phone, which she had left at home. That's the equivalent to, oh, it was in my purse and I left my purse in the car because, I don't want to dance while holding my purse. When she saw the text on Sunday, the next morning when she woke up, sees the text from her boyfriend, Finland. It was like, a little hungover. Oh, damn. Finland was blowing me up last night. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. I got to go. When she saw the text on Sunday, she urgently sought a COVID test, and then the result came back negative. At first, Ms. Marin defended her actions, arguing that she had followed the advice of her Secretary of State, who was there dancing with her.
Right.
Don't answer. Whatever he wants, don't answer.
Screw guys. No, it's screw guys. Screw guys.
Woo!
He could wait till tomorrow.
Who's that over there? Don't talk to him. He's Russia.
Screw guys.
He's bad news. He's Russia. When she saw the text on Sunday, she urgently sought a COVID test, came back negative. At first, Ms. Marin defended her actions, arguing that she had followed the advice of her Secretary of State, who informed her about the COVID exposure. Again, she was out dancing with the Secretary of State. But in a Facebook post on Monday, Ms. Marin said she should have double-checked the guidance and used better judgment. I am very sorry for not understanding that I needed to do that. You know how important you are to me. You know this is special, this thing that we have. Please forgive me, she begged Finland. And they're going to take her back because look at her.
Well, that's what the parliamentary coalition still supports. So stay out till 4 a.m. Whoop-de-doo.
She is fantastic.
Well,
Jeez.
look in the context of history. Seems absolutely silly that anyone would even care enough to write a story and pass it along on the internet. And you and I are only doing it because it's so absurd. Because kings and people who used to run countries would like put on a suit of armor and whip out a sword and go riding like the front of an army right into some phalanx of an
Right?
opposing tribe's, cavalry or whatever. That's what kings used to do. Now she can't go to a dance club.
She can't go dancing with her girls on a Saturday night. It's been a stressful week.
Yeah, what do you think? Someone's gonna slip her something? She's gonna get a Bill Cosby or something?
And she's like, she's and not for nothing, but doing a little bit of research on this, Finland is one of the countries on the planet Earth that has handled COVID the best. They've got like almost no problems with it. So, I mean, this seems like people are just taking, and the fact that it was a dance. She's a hot girl, and it was a dance. You know what I mean? That's all. They see a way to like, so see, this is why you can't have smoke shows as leaders of European nations, because they'll go dancing on Saturday night when nothing happened. Nothing was happening. This is all just everybody overreacting because.
Is there any pictures of her at the club? Because I'd be interested in seeing that for
I don't
journalistic
know.
sake.
Let's, you know what? Let's see. Let me see if there are any pictures of Santa Marin dancing. Let's see. I want to see that. What if we just look at some other pictures of her?
Yeah, like what would she wear to the club to begin with? Did she wear one of those?
Let's see.
It's got to be cold there, right? So she's not gonna be wearing one of those cute little thin tank tops, like the little spaghetti strap tank tops that make my wife wear all summer.
Oh, she was wearing some really cute club girl. Like not like I'm gonna do ecstasy and roll all night and screw a guy in the bathroom. Not like that, but like
maybe in a van though.
Like
I'm kidding,
rich girl, hot club gear. Like unattainable girl. Her daddy owns a law firm.
Like you can't understand why it's so shiny because you're a poor person.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Like, okay, so let's look at some pictures of old Santa Marta. Look at her. Okay, look at her. She's cute there. And I am running country. Yes. That's how I imagine they all talk there, because that's how people in Iceland talk, and I figure Finland's
Yeah, you probably nailed it.
And I'm out on the street, and look at me. It is Finland. It is so pretty. Yes, I rule the country. You don't come after me because I am tough lady.
I'm not sure if I've ever even heard the Finnic accent, so I would just aim for something generally Nordic.
I think I'm nailing it. Yeah, like a generic sort of
kind of half Russian, half Swedish chef.
There you go. That's exactly. Look at her. I love her. Can I tell you? I love her. She is like the perfect. Look, she's so cute. This woman runs a country. I gotta get to her. We got Sleepy Joe Biden. We got an old man who probably smells like fish. I don't know. I don't know what Biden smells like, but
Werther's original.
Yeah. Werther's original and Ben Gay. That's what I'm guessing Biden smells like.
It's not fair. It's not fair to Joe Biden, because we think of him as kind of like this kind of withered up old creepy guy, and if she went around sniffing kids, no one would care.
No.
They'd be like, "Oh, look, she sniffed my son." He's like, "Yeah, she sniffed me."
I can't stop looking.
They wouldn't be dodging like this. Like Joe Biden goes and sniff a kid. They're like, "Ugh," and it's not. He didn't do anything wrong.
Look at her. Look at leather jacket leader of Finland. I like it. It. This is her. She's just out running. This is her Sunday day drinking. Maybe they're watching a little soccer at the pub on a Sunday, sitting on the patio. Like
hockey or
what are they playing in Finland? Soccer? Hockey? I'm guessing.
I think they like ride woolly mammoths or something.
Yeah, elk racing.
Do you realize how far north Finland is? Like the lowest part of Finland.
No idea.
It's like above New York. It's like at Alaska level.
I have no idea where Finland is. Let's check.
It's in that crotch between Sweden and Russia.
All right, let's see. Let me see where this is. I mean, I know, like, okay, so if you
you don't know, because when you say like I don't know where it's at. Listen, all of Europe is so much further north than us. Like New York City is kind of at the top of our map. Well, it's at the bottom of where Europe is. Like New York City is parallel with Rome, and Rome's at the bottom of Europe. So remember, all of Europe is above all of America for the most part. So Europe, their climate and whatever is more like Canada, and Finland is at the top of that. So you go up to those latitudes where Finland is. They are north of like Alaska. They're like Anchorage, Alaska, and north.
Oh yeah, dude. Finland, like the Miami Beach of Finland is like in the middle of Hudson Bay, Canada. If you were to draw a line straight across,
Right, and so when you see like where Anchorage is over here, kind of in the
so like
that
here's like
bottom
Miami,
coast.
Finland. It's Greenland. Look at this, Miami, Newfoundland. It's like north of the Labrador Sea. Look at you're like in the middle of the Hudson Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually that's a really close. That's not that far of a sail because you're at the tippy top of the sphere.
Hey, look at this. America is more like directly across from like Spain and Italy and Greece.
That's exactly
and
what I was
Turkey.
saying. Look, New York lines up with Rome. And New York's at like the top of our country, and Rome's at the bottom of Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Here we got to bring E in. Here he is. Look at him. It's E. He's hanging out with us.
Hey.
Welcome to Geography Corner. Sunglasses joins us here a little bit late tonight. What'd you have? You had an emergency? I was literally worried.
No,
about
I
that.
had like a concert that I went to that went over a little long.
All right. Hey, you missed our
Christmas concert.
You missed our conversation. We're doing a deep dive on Finland. What do you know about Finland? You ever been to Finland?
Never.
James and I want to go. James and I are thinking about maybe going to Finland just so we can work on the campaign.
Be right back.
Prime Minister Sanna Marin.
Why? So how did Finland get into the discussion?
Well, Finland lost track of her last night because she went to the club and she didn't take her work phone. And
yeah,
so they were trying to get a hold of her for national security reasons, and they couldn't because she was at the club until 4 a.m. with the girls.
Here, let us introduce you to the Prime Minister, the leader of Finland. Look at her.
That's the leader of Finland?
That is the 36-year-old Prime Minister of Finland, Sanna Marin. She's in charge of everything, and she is adorable. She is.
And so she like went out to the club last night, and they didn't she doesn't have security around her 24/7?
Saturday night, it's Finland. Nah, they don't have security. Nobody's going to try and kill the prime minister. Finland, she went out to the club on Saturday night. She closed it down. That's another part of the thing that they're arguing about. She went out with her girls. Literally, she went out dancing. Imagine Joe Biden just going out dancing.
Beverages. Yeah. Yeah, right.
Look at her. And she had recently been in contact with her minister of something, hotness, sexy skirts, and the minister had tested positive for COVID, and everybody is saying that she should have immediately isolated herself, even though that she's wearing the masks and she's got her she's all vaxxed up and all that stuff. And Finnish, best practices say that if you are all vaxxed and you've been around, you don't have to isolate. So she just went out to the bars. And then somebody in her health ministry texted her something that said, you should probably isolate just to be safe. And she didn't get the text because she left that phone at her house because she was out dancing. How great is that?
How crazy is it that she doesn't have 24-hour bodyguard security?
I don't know. Maybe she does. But here,
why would they have an army?
They do, but look, they don't piss people off. They're not bombing brown kids in the Middle East for sport every 3 years.
Everybody.
Yeah,
nobody's got a problem with fine land. Look at these.
Yeah, well, look, yeah, and there's only 5 million.
They have some crime.
No, look, listen. Finland is 5 million people, which is the size of the DFW area. So does the mayor of Dallas have to have some sort of phalanx of guards around them like the Secret Service? Nah.
Dude, okay, see that picture? See what you're looking at there? You know what those are? That is the prime minister.
Girlfriends from the party?
Yes, and that is the prime minister of Finland and her cabinet. Those are the chief executives of Finland. Oh, wow. Let's go! Come on.
I just think it's odd that they don't have security.
That's a good question. Let's see. Let's ask Google. Let's see, because it does seem like she's got to, right? Because Europe's still got.
You're in charge of a country.
Yeah, she knows.
Why would it matter? What's
going
to happen? What's going to happen?
Doesn't she get to go to the big meetings with all countries, like at the UN?
Yeah. Okay.
Here's some information for. Does Finland have a prime minister?
Well, yeah.
According to Wikipedia, the incumbent prime minister is Sanna Marin of the Social Democratic Party.
Hottie. All right. Let's look at this. Prime Minister of Finland. Let's see what the details are. Prime Minister of Finland is the head of the Finnish state and government. The Prime Minister is Finland's head of government and is formerly wait a second. They got a president. So she's formerly ranked third in protocol after the president of Finland and the speaker of the parliament. So it's like not even like, that big of a deal. She runs the government. She's the head of the government. She governs everything. But there's like a president who I guess is like in charge of everything. But not the government. I don't know. So Finland's first prime minister was Pierre Evans Svinhufvud, also later the third president of Finland. Okay, come on, show me
Svinhufvud.
Let's see what this salary and benefits. The prime minister's salary is $12,173. Looks like a fish skeleton where we would have the dollar sign. I don't know.
Like a euro?
I don't know. Oh, is that a euro? That's probably a euro. So what is 12,000 euros a month? Is that like
it's about what? I think it's 1.5. So it's like about
no, that's a pound.
18,000.
Is a euro the same as a pound? Because a pound is like 1.5. Roughly.
They're pretty close these days. So it's like 12 grand a month. So 144, 150 a year.
No.
12,
it's like 18 grand.
It's 18 a year, right?
Yeah, 18 a month at least.
Okay.
So if it's 12,000 euro,
couple hundred a year,
then it would be like 18 grand a month American.
How many dollars is 12,000 euro?
That would be $13,606.98.
Yeah,
$13,606.
Okay. Ask how many, because I think I was using the pounds.
So that's like 150. So that's about 156,000.
Yep.
Ask how many dollars is 12,000 pounds.
How many dollars is 12,000 pounds?
$15,847.44.
Yep.
All right. So the
Pretty
euro's
close.
a little bit less than the pound.
Yep.
As far as the exchange rate goes. Let's see. The Finnish prime minister receives. Oh, dude. Okay. So she gets paid 12,173 a month and then receives an additional 14,000 euros a month for living and expenses. So car and bills and all that stuff. So what's that total? That total is 29,000 euro a month. Do that. Tell me how much that is. 29,000 euro a month.
360, 330. I don't know.
Yeah, like 340.
340, 400.
You're not going to do this for me?
Nope. No, like it don't matter.
I
mean, she could afford bottle service.
Yeah, and they probably let her in for free. I mean, she probably gets DJ treatment because she's the prime minister.
Where did they put the club she was at?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Let's find that out.
Like, that club is like famous now.
Rightfully
what club
so.
Was Sanna Marin prime minister of Finland at?
Yeah, so after all this, I was pointing out the geographic oddity that Finland is so far north, it is akin to Alaska. It's the same latitude that most of Alaska is.
So
like we're
really, it's really cold.
Insanely cold. It's insanely brutal. It ices in every year, and it's not a whole lot of people.
Do they do the nose kissing thing? Like
Nah, that's Eskimo. That's a Eskimo deal. Let's see here. Let's find out. Finland is a Nordic company in Northern Europe. It shares land borders with Sweden to the west, Russia to the east, Norway to the north, and is defined by the Gulf of both. Never heard of the Gulf of Bothnia. That's why I'm telling you, Finland is one of these countries where no matter what you think you know about geography, they're going to throw a Finland at you. And you're going to go, what? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's like the movie Jim Cotta. Like, what country was that?
I mean, I don't know. When you look at those four girls in that picture, you just realize how big the fish, like when someone tells, oh, there's another fish in the sea. Wow, there's a big sea.
There's 5.5 million people in Helsinki. or in Finland, and then Helsinki is the country's capital and largest city. Helsinki sounds like a cool place. I've heard Helsinki mentioned in good ways. It's not like
Yeah, I think I've
Akron.
seen a Hard Rock Helsinki.
Yeah, Helsinki
Sure.
seems like a jet set European in the Nordic sense of European coolness. Helsinki seems like a pretty good one. It's not, like I said, it's not Akron. It's Helsinki. There's probably models from Helsinki. I imagine there's some Olympic skiers that are there. Hey, if it's anything like, dude, I'm telling you, my experience with this part of the world, this culture is Iceland, and every other woman in Iceland was a 10. And then the ones that weren't 10s were solid 7s. Unbelievable. They are all Viking tall, blonde, blue-eyed, fair-skinned. Unbelievable. This part of the world, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so let me show you what I'm talking about. I've had to do this a number of times for people. People are like, that's not true. And I'm like, oh yeah, it is. All right, that's Sarah Marin. Hold on. Look at this. Women of Iceland. I'm going to show you what every single woman in Iceland looks like. Although
Are you
then
like pulling up a Playboy edition?
No. But for every Swedish bikini team girl that's there, then there's like a couple that have a little bit of Bjork in them, a little Skimo, they're a little bit dark, but even they're gorgeous. Even they're like really pretty. Here you go. Look at this. Just going to throw this up randomly. Women of Iceland. I'm telling you, man. Right there. That's what every woman in Iceland looks like right there. That is the ugliest girl in Reykjavik.
All right, so let's be fair on the spectrum here. Let's pull up men of Iceland.
There's Bjork. See, for every one of these, then you get one of these. This is like the 7s, right? And it's still pretty cute. Oh, look at her. That's Iceland. That's Iceland. That's Iceland. That's Iceland. That's Iceland. I don't know where she's from. She's obviously she's an import.
So pick up men of Iceland. Let's see what they look like.
Oh, I'll tell you what they look like. Have you ever seen ESPN2 late at night when they do the World's Strongest Man competition? They all look like Magnus Vermagnuson. They are all like gigantic. Hold on, men of what? I'll put it this way, E. Eat you bitches like you and me up for breakfast. We are absolutely not in their league.
Mountain men?
Not mountain men. They are Vikings. There is a difference. Hold on. Let's look at the men of Iceland. I'm telling you, it's the most magical place on earth. Although this isn't really a great example, but here we go. All right. Yeah, that's kind of, all right, beard. He's like a modern Viking. He's got the, is it sharing? I don't know if it's,
yeah.
That dude? Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
There you go. That's the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Iceland. That dude's from Iceland. That's he's in an Icelandic emo band, I'm sure. They got a couple of them too. There's a lot of artists in Iceland. Look, everybody in Iceland is attractive. There are no unattractive people in it. Well, maybe that guy. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Looks like a William Shatner.
That guy?
Kinda.
There's an older Iceland. Here's another Viking-looking Iceland guy. There you go. That's an Icelandic seafaring guy. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, everybody in this country is attractive. That was one of the things. That was one of my great takeaways. Everybody looks like this. Everybody is a good-looking guy in Iceland. Good-looking guys, unbelievable women. Is that a black Iceland guy? They got imports. That guy from Iceland. That guy is. That guy is. That guy is. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's some of the Skimo. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Thor. Thor is from Iceland. I don't know. All right. So, yeah, we were talking about the prime minister of...
well, just, I guess to check your sourcing,
mm-hmm.
Pull up Women of the USA. Okay. Let's see what they give us. Because, they just may be shooting the good-looking people.
Well, no, you're right. But here's what you have to understand. Iceland's only got 15 people in the whole country. So, I mean, there's not a lot of people.
So what you're saying is the ratio's higher.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. There are very few people in Iceland. So let's see here. Women of the USA. I'm just going to, this might be... Okay, do you know what I'm getting? You know what Women of the USA returns? women's basketball. We don't want that to be representing us.
Well, it just
I mean,
kinda
not for
skews
nothing,
it.
but that's not.
We're gonna lose to Iceland if that's the rules.
Yeah, we are. We're definitely gonna look at. I see. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, that's not America. What Google's doing. All right, let's try a different one. How about American women? Let's try that. Right,
There you go.
American woman. Dooby dooby dee. Yeah, here we go. Now we're just gonna get a bunch of Megan Foxes. American
See,
women.
I mean, we need to have somebody that's obese.
If it's going to be, representative. Nah, I think American women. Look, we're getting a mix and a match. We're getting. They're all attractive. Ooh. I'm just saying. Look, all I'm saying is what I'm saying, and that is Iceland women and Nordic women in general. Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Finland. What else? James, help me out. What else is up that way? I don't know.
Yeah, Denmark.
Sure.
And then it kind of bleeds into Russia with Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, the Baltics.
Oh my God.
They have the same thing going too.
Oh yeah.
Denmark, they've got like a whole line of furniture.
Yeah, they do. They have mastered the couch.
The Danes are ridiculous. This is, you know what? Okay, let's try that. Let's look at that. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go. Let's look at EU.
Like Switzerland,
Denmark,
they've got a whole line of watches. Denmark's got like a whole line of furniture.
Yeah, but they all have their specialty, and like Denmark is like from the ancient Nordic word for particle board.
Really?
No.
I don't even know
All
what
right,
you're
you
saying.
got me.
Hold on. All right. Here we go. All right. So let's find. All right. So here we go. This is Europe. I'm gonna say. I mean, look, there are beautiful women all over the place, but I'm gonna say like, okay, watch where I'm drawing here. Can I draw on this? No, I guess I can't. So like here, right?
We're not looking at it. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're not sharing it? No, don't be sorry. I appreciate that. That's what I need you to do.
I know, because once it shares, then you can't see. So
Right.
you just have to trust that we see it.
Exactly. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to start up here like in Norway, and we're going to go around here.
Yeah, we see your cursor. This is great.
These are all 10s. We'll pick up some of Denmark. We'll get into some of Germany and some of Poland, and then we get into like the Belarus. Yeah, well, I mean, come on. Have you seen porn lately? This is where right now we're into the porn zone. These are
Belarus.
Well, all the former Soviet republics have been cranking out gorgeous porn stars for about 20 years now, and then you get back going up this way. I'll pull it up. Yeah, and you go all the way up, and yeah, that's it. That's the hot zone. That's definitely.
I think that's the same part of the map that was circled by David Duke.
This is the hot zone.
Jesus.
But then, hey man, look, you know
Hey
what?
man, here's my explanation on that one.
That's if you like a specific type. If you like 6 foot tall,
And he
blondes with
does.
blue eyes, and
He does like a specific type.
and he does. But here's the other part, right? So you can go south too. You can like start going. You can get into like French women, Spanish women, right? We could go this way. The Northern African women. You get all the way. Turkish women, Syrian women, the ones that are allowed to like be women. You know what I mean? The ones that are allowed. And then you go there. Like, you can't tell me that like Italian women aren't hot. You can't tell me that Spanish women aren't hot. They're just a different kind of hot. They got darker hair and darker, more complected. But here's one thing that I know for absolute truth. Ugly. Pound for pound ugly right here. Ireland, Scotland. That's why the United Kingdom conquered the world. They had to go out looking for hot chicks. I swear to God. If you've ever been to the United Kingdom, it's like 1 in 10 are like good-looking women. The rest of them are all like, what the hell is going on there?
Now, how can you be that strong on Belarus, though? They're not known for cranking out women.
It just sounds sexy to them.
Hold on. No, hold on. Belarusian. I'm just going to do Belarusian porn stars. I'm telling you.
Is this how we
Well,
judge
but I
an
mean, it's
entire
not
country?
only it would be also male porn stars are coming out of there too.
No, just the chicks.
What do they fly the male? What do they
Yeah.
fly different men in there?
Absolutely. No. The porn stars come out of there and they come here. They come to Porn
Oh, I
Valley.
thought you said that they had a porn capital there.
Oh,
like
no,
they were
no.
making the porn there.
No, we've been just taking porn stars from that part of the country since the Soviet Union fell, since we discovered that because that was the great lie of the Cold War. The great lie of the Cold War was that Russian women and women in that part of the world were disgusting. Like there was an old Wendy's commercial that showed like a Soviet fashion show, and it was all like heavy set middle-aged women in babushkas. And they were like, evening wear. And, she'd like come walking. I was gross. That was a huge lie. The lie was that, they had ugly women over there. And then suddenly the Soviet Union falls, and all of a sudden porn is just filled with, okay, so these are Belarusian porn stars. That's all I put. I just put Belarusian porn stars.
I'm not sure we should be looking at this.
Now I got the child guards on.
Okay.
What are you worried we're going to see something maybe we shouldn't?
Like, well, maybe Mace is watching or something.
Nah. No, he's not. Look at it. It's like the most. They don't know. They don't know what they're supposed to be paid. They're just happy to be out of that part of the world. They're willing to do anything not to go back. So yeah, the Russian, Belarusian, all that part of the world, Ukrainian.
I know her dad's a political prisoner.
Yeah, she just wants
did.
out of that part of the world. That's all. But yeah, Russian porn stars, man, that's a big thing. It's a big thing. But a big thing for about 20, 30 years. Let's put it this way. Beautiful women all over the world. Just not in the United Kingdom. That's like the rough zone.
What about people like me whose thing is redheads? In the hot zone of redheads, sort of that Scotland, Ireland.
Yeah. And you get like 1 in 10. I'm not saying that it's completely devoid.
Of course not. But if you're into Shield Maiden Lagertha, you would go straight over to the Nordic countries. But if you're into redheads like Jessica Rabbit and Christina Hendricks, I would have more happy hunting, or more likely to find the woman of my dreams in Scotland or in Ireland.
Yeah, I think just stay here.
There's just a small place on the whole planet that redheads are from. That were from where they're indigenous.
All right, let's look at these. Here you go. This isn't going to be good either because I'm pretty sure that if you ask Google for women of
like a redhead heat map.
Yeah, here you go. All right, so this is women in Ireland. And okay, that's your speed, right?
Totally, that's perfect to me. Yeah.
Another women of Ireland. Look, Irish women who are beautiful are beautiful. I'll direct.
That girl looks like she's been in like 3 different photos in 3 different countries.
This one, yeah.
Right.
Look, how do you know?
She showed up on the Italian page earlier.
There you go. Right. That's your average run-of-the-mill Irish girl. That's what you're going to see when you're
okay. We don't have to run them down.
I'm not running them down. I'm just saying that's what the average one looks like. Look, right. I think the best example of what a perfect Irish woman is Olivia Wilde. If you know who Olivia Wilde is, she's got all of the best components of Ireland.
Okay, do this one then. An unusually.
There you go, James. That's every girl in Ireland.
That's what I want my daughter to look like until she's 30.
She was like the Wendy's girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any port in the storm, I guess.
All right. Persians. Persians have an unusually high attractiveness, and it's their face. Something about their face.
Oh, dude.
And I'm not saying like the Iranians, because there's all kinds of different ethnicities. I'm specific to the Farsi-speaking Persian population.
Yeah, dude, I am with you.
Because there's a lot of those in Dallas, and when you hang out with like a crowd, you go to a Persian birthday party, or you go hang out at someone Persian's house to watch the Cowboy game, and you just start looking around. It's like,
I'll tell you something. Persian women are gorgeous,
right? And more so than the people around them.
Man, I dated a Syrian girl for, I don't know, almost 2 years. You might even.
So she came home with a backpack?
No, she was a refugee. She was a Syrian refugee, and she was adopted by Texas Baptist what are they called them?
Ministers?
No, yeah, missionaries. That's it.
Missionaries.
Yeah, she was adopted by missionaries and brought back here. And she looks, oh, she was so pretty. She was so pretty, but she was such a Texas girl though, because she was raised here. But yeah, there you go. The Persian look is just gorgeous. Although we're not getting any really great examples.
Yeah, you might want to go pre-1979 for good pictures of that.
Pre-1979.
They were allowed to wear whatever they wanted.
Hey, have you ever seen the show Tyrant, the TV show Tyrant?
Nope.
Okay, so the TV show Tyrant was basically about a Middle Eastern country, and it was really good. It was like what it would be like to be in Saddam Hussein's family, basically, right?
Oh, that does sound fun.
Yeah, no, it was.
Was
really
it like
good.
So I mentioned the movie earlier, Jim Cotta. Remember that from 1985, Jim Cotta? Yeah. I looked it up. That was the fictional country of Parmistan.
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 So basically, here's the premise of Tyrant. There was a Beverly Hills doctor who was living in Beverly Hills with his American wife and his American kids. And the Beverly Hills doctor, his father got really sick, and he had to go back home to his home country to take, because his dad was really sick. Well, it turns out his dad was a Saddam Hussein type. He was living in Beverly Hills. He was a rich son of a Middle Eastern dictator. And so he had to, and it was about his kids trying to adapt to living in these palaces and, the restrictive rules and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, this sounds so fun.
It was really good. On? And dude, it was FX. You can find it on Hulu. The entire season is on Hulu.
Okay.
But my God, James, his sisters and all the princesses over there, this is one of them. So gorgeous. This woman right here, she played like the evil queen. She was married to, his dad. She was like the second wife. Oh, was she gorgeous? These are the ladies of Tyrant. There's his wife.
But they picked them as actors. It wasn't like real life.
No, they picked them as actors, but they are all legitimately Persian actresses. And yeah, no, they're real. Like not this one. This is his American wife who had to come over with him. That's God. This woman, I remember who this woman was. She is beautiful. Beautiful.
Sure, she don't look Persian. Are you sure that's Persian? I don't think that is.
It was a made up country because they didn't want to say, but it was supposed to be modeled off of, something like.
So that was your moment of joy.
No, the moment of joy was an hour ago. The moment of joy was a woman who accused a black kid of stealing her phone. Who's doing that?
What, me?
Oh, is that you?
Soundboard.
Okay. All right, here. Let me tell you. Tyrant is an American political drama television series created by Gideon Raff and developed by Howard Gordon and Craig Wright. The first season of Tyrant, there's a premise. Barry Al-Fayed, the younger of two sons of an infamous Middle Eastern tyrant, has been running from his past for 20 years. Now a pediatrician living in the United States, he has an American wife, son, and daughter, and no desire to revisit his familiar origins. However, when he is reluctantly compelled to return to his home country, the fictional Abu Din, for his nephew's wedding, he is quickly drawn into a taut political crisis when his father dies in the midst of a growing popular revolution. It's a good show, James. You would like it.
Yeah, so these people are Arabic and not Persian.
Whatever. I don't know what they are.
Names are. Oh, I recognize names.
All right, hold on. All right, so this is... All right, so is it... Yeah, okay. So the actress's name is Morian Atias, okay? That was the really beautiful one. So let's see what she is in real life. She is an Israeli-American actress of Persian descent.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
She is an Italian. She got to start doing Italian films. Yeah. Okay. But wow, that's when I really realized that, hey man, maybe we ought to just go over and talk to these people, because their women are unbelievable.
So Persian descent means you come from what country?
Well, what we would popularly consider Iran today, but it's that entire area. It's Iran, Iraq, like Persia.
Persian is a subset of Iran, and they didn't want to call it Persia because they wanted to include the other ethnic groups, so they gave it a more pan name for the region.
The Persian Empire was pretty much that whole area for about 500 years.
Yeah, but that was really the Persians just subjugating the tribes around them more than everyone being Persian.
Okay,
Just
well, we
like
don't
the
need to
whole
go-
Roman Empire wasn't Roman. The Egyptians
just
were
asked
still
where it
Egyptian,
So if you come from Peru, you're not Persian, you're Peruvian.
sort of.
Yeah, you would be. You know who is a Persian who you would know, Emil, is Jasmine. Remember Jasmine?
Yes.
Jasmine is Persian.
Exaggerating,
She's 100% Persian. Her mom and dad. And, Leela Rahimi in Chicago, who is a popular radio personality from here in Dallas. She used to work at the Ticket. She is Persian and beautiful. I'm telling you, man. There are beautiful women all over the world. This show is
Emil, I'm surprised you don't have any input. Like, what do we need to know about what nationality or group of women you think is unusually attractive?
I think all women are attractive.
Yeah.
Like all.
No, but he's right.
No, I mean, like if you go to Miami, Miami's like a melting pot of models from all over the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The highest concentration of beautiful women I have ever seen outside of Iceland was Miami Beach.
Or you go to California, Los Angeles, you're going to see a whole.
But even more in Miami.
Different
Because
grouping.
If you're staying on South Beach, Ocean Drive, it's where every door is a different modeling agency. And every model, every girl, they don't go to New York. They go to New York when they sign the big fat contracts. But when they go to start out to try and model, that's all in Miami. That's all in those modeling studios off of Ocean Boulevard.
Like, I don't think I have like a type. Just
Pretty.
woman. Yeah.
Pretty.
Right.
Someone that you're attracted to. That's pretty much my rule. Yeah. I don't, because we haven't even talked about Asian women. I love Asian women. Asian women are beautiful.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
That's why there's so
Like I
many.
found that girl in Squid Games attractive.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. She was very pretty. All right.
I mean, I can't really name an Asian person like an Asian model. I don't really know any.
Okay.
The Squid Games girl seemed like she was one.
You know, like Lucy Liu or something.
There we go. Lucy Liu is beautiful.
Or
Who was like the girl that was in Battlestar Galactica? No, she was really pretty. All right, so now we're looking at Asian models. Here you go.
we're at the bottom of the show. This is the lowest we've. Oh my God, yeah.
What is this porn? I don't want porn. I just want pretty Asian girls. I want Asian fashion. Look, gorgeous.
You want to look at their soul? Is that what you want to look at?
It's not what I'm looking at now, James.
No,
I don't know if you want me to Google search Asian girl souls, because I'm pretty satisfied with what I got. Look at that, beautiful. Looks a little young though. That looks a little. Let's get out of there. We don't need to be looking at that. I think that's the other thing about Asian girls. Asian girls, they don't age. I was saying this the other day when we celebrated Lucy Liu's birthday during the High Noon Show. Lucy Liu's like 57 years old. She still plays 30. She can still pull off 30. They don't age in the same way that women from other countries age, or other ethnicities, I should say. Hey, maybe we should actually do something. James, you got anything, or do you want to get back into what we were doing yesterday? You know what I would like to do today? Because I've been promising this for a couple of weeks. You know what my favorite thing at the Oscars always was? I love the Oscars. You know what my favorite
In memoriam montage.
In memoriam montage, James. But you know what? You know why I liked it? Grace Park. Bill Martin. That's it. Bill Martin said it. Grace Park. I was trying to think of who the girl from Battlestar Galactica was. Dude, Grace Park is so gorgeous. And Grace Park is like 50, and she looks like she's 20. It's crazy hot. Crazy gorgeous. Battlestar Galactica, Hawaii 5-0. Here, look at this. This is my favorite Asian actress. Good job, Bill. Got a big crush on old Grace Park. All right, so there's some Grace Park. Hey, look at that. Look at how cute she is. Grace Park. Okay, she's starting to look a little bit older now. Gee, Grace Park. Gotta like Grace Park. Look at her. She's adorable. I'm going to do this for the rest of the show. Okay. All right, we're done. Back to my thoughts on In Memoriam. Were those not sharing?
Yeah, no, they shared.
Yeah, okay.
No, we saw them all and they were beautiful.
All right. So, James, you nailed it. The In Memoriam. That's my favorite thing at the Oscars. Not because I like to celebrate the death of people, but because I like to be reminded of how absolutely garbage the folks in Hollywood are. Because one of my favorite things that happens during the in memoriam death reel is that somebody, like they're showing the pictures, somebody that was on a sitcom people knew.
Oh yeah, they just
Next
clap
person,
the more famous ones, right?
next person, they don't know who it is. Quiet, quiet. Somebody that some people like, some people didn't. Smattering of applause. It is like the ultimate judgment for the dead. It's like if you died and nobody applauds for you, then it's like it's Hollywood going, oh yeah. But if they show Miss Jane Hathaway from the Beverly Hillbillies, the whole room will erupt, right? But if it's somebody else, so here.
But I mean, don't you have to have an emotional attachment to them in order to feel something because they're gone?
Yes.
Well, no, but they applaud recognizability in Hollywood, which
Right, but I mean, there's
I always thought was a
thousands of
bit
people
shallow.
that died today, and if I read the obituaries, I wouldn't care about any of them unless I knew one of them. I mean, I feel bad that they're dead,
Well, right, but
but
theoretically, this is the Oscars, and they've made the in memoriam reel, so we're supposed to know who all of them are. All of them have been at some point or another an actor or somebody, a director or something like that. So these are not anonymous people from the obituary pages. These are all, and what we see is the judgment of the Hollywood people, how they'll only applaud for people, some people. So I just always think it's funny that some people don't get applause, and then somebody who's in a sitcom that everybody watched gets a raucous applause, and then like somebody who directed 15 films gets nothing. It's in the way the applause stop is always really interesting to me, because it's like, oh yes, we love her, she is so great. Oh wait, who's that? And then it just stops for like when the picture changes. It's very cruel, but it's one of my favorite things about the Oscars. So I thought that maybe I found this thing. I found all of the celebrities who have died today, or not died today. I'm sorry, died this year. I got to cancel this. So I thought maybe we could do our own in memoriam. We can decide which ones of these people are worthy of our applause and which ones we don't know. So we'll just move on. Let me see here. Celebrity death reel. Oh, there we go. Okay, here, pull this up.
well, I bet it's going to be very similar to the in memoriam reel. Like, if you know them, you're going to clap. If you don't know them, you're like, oh, who's that?
Okay, let's get it started.
Like, if they show Norm Macdonald, I'm going to go.
Exactly. See, Norm Macdonald, you'll. I don't want that. I've got a whole bunch of. Okay, here we go. There you go. You can fire off your own applause from your end. I was going to do it on my end, but whatever, James. It'll work either way. We'll make it work. Here, we need the in memoriam music too. This is a whole production. I was going to do for this, but we're doing it off. No, you can't do it. You know why you can't do it, James? Because you get that terrible echo on your. There you go. What that'll work too. Hardcastle and McCormick will work. All right, that's wrong. Hold on, I'm having an issue. Hardcastle and McCormick, I like it.
No, we already had that one. This one's different.
Knight Rider. That's Knight Rider.
There you go.
All right, so there you go. All right, so we will start the death reel off with Willard Scott. Okay? Willard Scott died. But no, we're not ready.
NBC?
Yeah. James, you can give Willard Scott a couple of applause.
I was going to give him the Airwolf theme.
No. Okay, I got the music. I got the proper music for this.
There you go. Then. All right, Willard. Sorry about that.
Okay, here we go. Proper music. This is how you do a death reel.
Oh, that is good.
Okay, here we go.
Fun. I like this.
A little Wind Beneath My Wings. Willard Scott. What do we think of Willard Scott?
I know him.
Ed Asner.
All right, know him.
You would get the extended. Who's that? This is during musical producer Lee Scratch Perry. See, he would get nothing. People would stop applauding for him. Who is this? Nene Leake's husband, Greg. Oh, because he's Real Housewives.
Real Housewives.
People would like Greg because of Real Housewives. Michael Nader. Anybody?
No clue.
No clue. Okay. Who's this guy? This is Dancing with the Stars guy.
No.
He gets nothing. Charlie Watts.
Charlie, yep, he'd get applause.
Charlie Watts.
But he's a musician, so like, is that gonna make it?
Well, no, I was just using the Oscars as an example. This is the Celebrity Death Reel 2021. You know, this is just all celebrities. The Oscars only honor the, you know,
People in the biz.
people in the biz, exactly. All right. Who's this? Saxophonist Brian Travers. He was in UB40. Nope, gets nothing. Don Everly of the Everly Brothers.
I
Smattering?
know of him, but yeah.
Smattering. Japanese actor and legend Sonny Chiba. Okay. Okay. Conservative talk radio host Phil Valentine. COVID denier died of COVID.
Ooh.
Nancy Griffith, country singer.
Clueless.
Pat Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock's daughter. Jane Withers, former child star from the 1940s.
No idea.
Okay. Okay. How about Marky Post, Night Court, The Fall Guy, legendary 80s babe.
Fall Guy.
What got her?
Cancer.
Okay.
AIDS.
All right, this dude was in Cool in the Gang. Does he get anything?
A little bit.
A little bit. Smattering. Nice, James. Nice, James. You've got.
Well, I've actually enjoyed Cool in the Gang. I have no idea a child actress from the 40s. She's never given me one moment of joy, but Cool in the Gang has.
This music's a little loud. There we go. Bring it down a little more. All right, let's keep going. All of these people died in 2021. DJ Paul Johnson, a house music icon from Chicago. I'm not gonna get it. Saginaw Grant, Native American character actor.
Was he the one in Poltergeist?
No, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Character actor with dozens of credits, including Breaking Bad, The Lone Ranger. Yeah, sorry, dude.
Yeah, I would recognize the litter Indian, and he's not the litter Indian.
General Hospital's actor Jay Pickett. Okay. Ron Popeil. Oh, come on.
The infomercial Popeil.
Infomercial Ron Popeil.
The beautiful capitalist pig, Ron.
It slices and dices. Oh, ZZ Top dude.
Yeah.
Dusty Hill, dead at 72. Who's getting along with?
Yeah, from Texas.
Grammy-winning musician Joey Jordison, founding member of the metal band Slipknot. It's nothing. Comedian Jackie Mason.
Oh, wait. I kind of like him. He's
Come on. Comedian Jackie Mason.
I'll take that back. Sorry, Jackie. You're funny.
He gets it.
He was really good on Howard.
How about Biz Markie?
He looks like 50 Cent with a beard.
Yeah, he looks like he ate 50 Cent.
Girl, wait. You got what I need.
That's him?
Yeah, that's all he ever did.
sounds better than when he does it too.
I don't know, some wrestler dude.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, Charlie Robinson, the bailiff from Night Court. Man,
COVID.
cardiac arrest.
Diabetes.
Yeah, bad year for the cast of Night Court. Both Marky Post and this guy. Who's this? Anybody? I don't even know who that is.
Richard Gere's brother.
I don't know who that is either.
Wait, who is that? Go back and look at that.
It didn't. It for some reason. Oh, there we go. Stage and screen star Chick Venera. He's got a sweet Canadian tuxedo on, though, doesn't he?
He looks kind of familiar, though. I think I've seen that dude before.
He looks like half a dozen dudes in Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr. No, that's not Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Sr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Sr.
I don't know anything that dude
Iron
did.
Man's dad? Don't you give him a little credit because you want to suck up to Iron Man, right? You
What
want to
did
suck
he
up to Robert
do?
Downey Jr.?
Name one movie. Have I
Oh,
got a moment of joy from this dude?
Yeah, Up the Academy. That's the only one that I know that he made. But yeah, he made a lot of like experimental underground indie films back in the. He was a hippie director who was quite critically acclaimed, but never made a hit.
Unlike Iron Man.
Suzanne Douglas. No idea what she was in. She's a Broadway girl. Richard Donner. Come on, Goonies. You got to give it up for the Goonies creator.
Not too much.
Well, he also did Scrooged, which Ed claims is his favorite Christmas movie of all time. He did Any Given Sunday, The Lost Boys, Free Willy, X-Men,
Wow.
X-Men Origins, Scrooged, Goonies. Yeah, man, this guy Richard Donner.
So he'll be at the Oscars.
Yeah, absolutely. Richard Donner will get a big round of applause. He was a big producer. Who's this guy? Rockabilly country star Sanford Clark. Yeah. How about this dude, Ray McDonald?
Is he like from? Who's that?
This is the dude who played bass in Skid Row.
If I cared, he lost me with the
Okay. Oh man, Jambi from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Huh.
Jambi from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Come on. Really? We don't give Jambi? Mecca High, Mecca Heidi Ho?
Yeah, make a high, make a Johnny Ho. I got it.
Uh,
But he's like an accessory to a pervert now. You know, it's not so.
He's not a pervert. Shut up. We're moving on. Frank
Tarlick.
Bonner, WKRP in Cincinnati. Herb Tarlick.
No, there's no people in radio sales like Herb Tarlick. That was a completely fictional character.
He
It's a
didn't. Well,
character.
he nailed the dishonesty part. He completely nailed the
Right, but
dishonesty
he
part.
needs to be either a beautiful woman or a half buff dude. A lot of
Maybe it
that.
wasn't like that in the 70s. I don't know. John Gabriel from Ryan's Hope. Nah, soap operas. We don't care about. Oh, come on, Ned Beatty.
That's in Warren's brother.
No, as in Deliverance, Network, as in everything. The Superman film. Come on, Ned Beatty had the hardest part in Deliverance. You're like pig. You're like pig.
Oh yeah, that's him. I see it now.
Ned Beatty is a brilliant. Ned Beatty will get a big round of applause at the Oscars. All right, who's this guy? Ernie Lively. Father of Blake Lively. Is he getting credit for that?
No.
There he is with Blake, his hot daughter. That's how about this one? Ryan Reynolds' father-in-law. We'll probably get some applause just for that. Clarence Williams III from the Mod Squad. Prince's dad. in
Yeah,
Purple
I see
Rain.
the Mod Squad there.
There it is. He'll get a big one. Okay. Who's this guy? I don't know. Joe Larry.
Fabio.
Yeah, I don't know who that. BJ Thomas. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Died at his
It's
home
like this is a list of like people that are going to get in memoriam at the Grammys and people that are going to get in memoriam at the Academy Awards.
These are all celebrities who've died in 2021. I didn't want to. Emil, I was simply using the Academy Awards as a template for what we're doing here. It's a death reel,
Why are
like
you
they do
focused
at all
on
of these
that?
shows.
Animal, damn.
By the way, this Arlington, Texas own B.J. Thomas died at his home in Arlington from complications of stage 4 lung cancer. When did he die? Back in May 29th. Oh, Captain Steubing. Gavin McLeod, Love Boat, Mary Tyler Moore. Come on.
Dude, the Love Boat was weird because I remember when I was a kid thinking, man, this is a really long intro y'all sit through every damn time this show comes on. And it is. It's like 2 minutes long.
Love, exciting.
Yeah, but it does like a whole wind up before it even does the love, you know? It does like a little string arpeggio thing.
All right, little kid in School of Rock. Kevin
He died?
Clark. Yeah. Kevin Clark, who played Freddie Jones, a.k.a. Spaz McGee, the kid drummer in Jack Black's 2004 comedy School of Rock, died on May 25th. He was an adult professional drummer with the band Red Wolf, was riding his bicycle in Chicago when he was struck by a car. That's sad.
Dang.
There you go. Samuel Wright, don't know him. He voiced Sebastian the Crab. Oh, Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney. Richard Pryor's writer. Half the shit that Richard Pryor did that's considered genius was written by this man right here. And a great storyteller. Probably did the old Pugs and Kelly show a dozen times over the years. Great storyteller.
His comedy's really good too.
Grodin. Charles Grodin.
Oh, yeah. I know
Come on. Grodin was a beast of dry humor. One of the funniest dry humor specialists in Hollywood history. Grodin was a tough one. Norman Lloyd played a lot of old guys in TV shows. He was playing old guys since the 1980s. I can't believe he just died this year. How old was he? He had to have been like 100.
Dude, when Wilford Brimley did that first diabetes commercial, he was younger than you are now.
Yes, he was. Yeah,
He was
I
like
passed the Wilford
47.
Brimley line about a year ago.
Diabetes.
Insane. In Cocoon, when Wilford Brimley played the old guy in Cocoon, he was only 50 years old. How crazy is that, right? Oh, no. Come on, here we go. All right. Let's see here. Olympia Dukakis. She had a nice run in the 80s. Really? You give her nothing? Olympia Dukakis gets nothing. Boy, you are a tough crowd. Johnny Crawford, one of the original Mouseketeers from the Mickey Mouse Club. James? Okay. Philanthropist and former Hollywood publicist Ann Douglas, the widow of Hollywood legend Kirk Douglas and Michael Douglas's mom.
So is Kirk Douglas still alive?
Nah, Kirk Douglas died a few years back. I don't know who this is. Albert Elbaz. Les McCune from the Scottish band the Bay City Rollers. He's dead.
SATURDAY.
Night. Bow, 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 bow. Shock G from the Digital Underground.
That's Humpty.
Hump.
Yeah. Humpty, he just put on a nose and he went from being Shock G to Humpty Hump.
Rhymes with an umpty.
His alter ego is Humpty Hump.
Yeah.
I didn't know he died. Shock G died?
Shock G died this year. See, this is educational. Joe Long.
Was it natural causes? Because that makes me feel like I'm 100 years old.
How did Shock G? Digital Underground co-founder Greg Shock G Jacobs, 57, who was famous for the hit song The Humpty Dance, and his Humpty Hump alter ego, who wore glasses and a fake nose, as well as collaborations with the late Tupac Shakur, was found dead in Tampa, Florida.
God.
Hotel room death. So,
in Florida.
Fentanyl.
So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hotel room, Florida. Too young to die. Hip hop lifestyle.
Well, it's also funny the way this stuff gets reworded. His collaborations with Tupac. Tupac was a roadie for them, and they let him sing like a throwaway part on one of their songs on the album. But in hindsight, it is recorded in the record of history as a collaboration with Tupac when they're the guys that gave him his launch pad.
Yeah, it'd be like if it turned out that Elvis Presley was Buddy Holly's guitar tech. You know?
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. And then everybody says, Elvis Presley started in the Crickets. No, I didn't. Speaking of, this is Jim Steinman. You guys know who Jim Steinman is?
No idea.
One of the most successful songwriters in the history of rock and roll music. He wrote for everybody, massive hits. He wrote everything Meatloaf ever did, whether it's
I was gonna say he has a Meatloaf look to him.
Yeah. Grammy winner Jim Steinman, the songwriter and producer known for his work with Meatloaf, Celine Dion, and Air Supply. All of Air Supply's songs. You remember how big Air Supply was?
Yeah,
I'm all out of love.
Yeah, this guy wrote them all.
For 2 years, Air Supply was everywhere.
Jim single-handedly composed Meatloaf's 1977 debut album, Bat Out of Hell, all alone, and also worked on his 93 sequel, Bat Out of Hell 2, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Well, I don't like that guy at all. He's ruined many hours of my life.
How about Black Rob from Bad Boy Records?
I don't know Black Rob.
Okay. Walter Mondale.
Politician.
The author of the greatest political electoral disaster in history. Nobody lost the presidency with a bigger thud than this guy. Lost every
since George Washington. George Washington is the only guy that ever ran the table. This is as close as we've got since George Washington to running the table.
To not running the table. This is the opposite of running the
yeah,
table.
well, and thank goodness his home state just held on. They're like, no, I know the rest of the country. Yeah, I know the rest of the country's going Reagan, but we're sticking with our guy.
Minnesota is the only state that wanted him. All right. I worked in radio with his daughter, Eleanor, who is also dead. She was beautiful. Alma Wahlberg. Guess who she's the parents of?
Mark.
Yep. Donnie. All of them. She's the Wahlberg mom. Oh, Helen McCrory. Peaky Blinders. Aunt Polly died of cancer. This one hit me. God, I love her.
That is Aunt Polly. Dang.
You know Peaky's?
Yes, I watched the Peaky Blinders. I'm all caught up.
Did you know that Aunt Polly died?
No, I did not know that Aunt Polly had died.
Doesn't that suck? Like, how much is the new season going to suck now that Aunt Polly isn't there?
Because she's supposed to kind of take over.
Yeah, Polly's a badass. Aunt Polly's dead.
She's
this little guy. I don't know who this little guy is, but look at the little guy.
He was in The Wizard of Oz.
Was he? Let's see.
One of the lollipop kids.
This is Felix Sela, a trained circus performer and stuntman who's perhaps best known for portraying Addams Family member Cousin It.
Oh
man.
We lost Cousin It. He looks different with
his
that
hair.
Oh, you know who else he was? Abel, you might remember this, but James won't. He played Tweaky in Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Remember the robot?
Yeah.
Tweaky.
Okay.
All right. Joe Ciravo from The Sopranos played Tony Soprano's father, Johnny Boy Soprano. Give me a little something, Johnny Boy. DMX. Where my dogs at? DMX.
And this list seems really long.
A lot of people died, right? Come on, Prince Philip. Let's give it up for Prince Philip. Walked around thinking he's king. He was just married to the queen. I don't know who this is. Who's this guy? Paul Ritter. Don't know who he is. Linda Torres, reality star. That's Big Ange. You remember the VH1 series Mob Wives? Nah, nobody does. But she was Big Ange. I don't know who this is. Hip hop person. Don't know. Beloved Beverly Clearly.
Oh no, that she wrote Ramona and Beezus.
Yeah, children's author. How about Larry McMurtry? Speaking of authors, there you go. Lonesome Dove wrote all about Texas. All that stuff. Lonesome Dove, Texas Rangers.
Are we
blah,
just
blah,
in
blah.
the M's? Or are they
Brokeback
coming
Mountain.
up they coming up randomly?
No, they're coming up randomly because Jessica Walter, Mama Bluth from Arrested Development, and also the hottie stalker in the Clint Eastwood DJ movie, Play Misty for Me. She was the stalker in that. God, I loved her, Jessica Walter. So funny as Lucille Bluth on the Arrested Development. I don't know who that is. Richard Gillian. Former child star Houston Tumlin.
How'd he die?
Passed away at his Alabama home. Doesn't
Alabama.
Say. Yeah. James, most famous for playing Will Ferrell's foul-mouthed son in the 2006 comedy Talladega Nights. Remember the funny kid?
Yeah, Dr. Quinn, American Woman. Or no, Walker and Texas Ranger. TR.
Yeah, he's my boys Walker and Texas Ranger.
I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
He was a funny kid. He's dead.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
George Siegel. Just Shoot Me. A whole bunch of other things. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Oh, and because I was little when he was famous and he seemed like a very important person. I don't know who that is. Roger Mudd, NBC News. Okay.
Yep.
Before my time, doesn't matter.
Reggae musician Bunny Wailer. He is, of course, from the Wailers, Bob Marley's band. I bet you he smelled awful. Look at him. It's just, I know that's probably not. I'm sure. Look at that. No.
That hair.
He's got
Yeah,
cheap
just,
weed.
not a lot of good stuff going. Jameel French played James Turner on the hit series Degrassi: The Next Generation. No idea who that was. Ronald Pickup, English actor. Don't know him. Jeffrey Scott. Tell me this guy doesn't look like he does gay porn in the 80s.
It looks a little bit like Burt Reynolds.
Like what is okay?
Like a bootleg Burt Reynolds.
What is the Costco version of things or
The Kirkland Burt Reynolds.
Kirkland Burt Reynolds? That's what he is. You have a birthday party for a woman who loved Burt Reynolds in the 80s and you get a lookalike. This is who shows up.
Hey, what do you want from me? Hey, I don't know.
Prince Marquis D. Morales of the Fat Boys passed away in a Miami hospital.
Yeah, well, they were dead when we lost Buffy anyway.
Rush Limbaugh.
Old Pumpkinhead.
I gave James an opening to give him applause if he wanted. Like, that's enough. He doesn't deserve that much. Man did so. Chick Corea. Larry Flint. There you go. Honestly, I thought if you'd have told me that Larry Flint died 15 years ago, I'd have been, yep, that seems about right. I had no idea Larry Flint was still alive. Oh, come on, I'll give you more music. All right. How many more of these do we got? This is going longer than I anticipated.
I know, what a crap year it was, huh?
Mary Wilson of the Supremes. She gets it. She may not be Diana Ross.
No, yeah, that was an amazing group.
But Mary Wilson still had a solo career. She was famous. She was good. Mary Wilson.
We still sing 20 of their songs.
Edie, you know who this is? Yeah, Leon Spinks. Look at him. Marvin Hagler and Leon Spinks going in the same year. All the boxing legends from my childhood. Look at Ali. Look at Ali behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That man had a presence. Christopher Plummer. Everything from The Sound of Music to Knives Out. I think Knives Out was his last movie. Everything in between. Don't know who that is.
What kind of shoes are those?
Who, on this guy?
Yeah.
Sandals with socks. 1960s hipster, I suppose. Hal Holbrook. Legendary actor.
I remember him from like
everything.
Yeah,
all the
he was in a
President's
lot
Men.
of stuff. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did everything. He was big in the 70s. Like if you saw movies in the grown-up movies in the 70s, Hal Holbrook was in them.
He looks like he could be a grandma if he changed his hair.
Can I offer you some Screech? Dustin Diamond.
Adult film star Dustin Diamond.
Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Well,
Had lung cancer.
That's not what he's really known for.
Yeah, that's what he's really known for. Just not in your world. Who's this guy? Captain Sir Tom Moore. No idea. Grammy-nominated Scottish electronic and avant-garde pop artist Sophie. Dead at 34.
Is that a she?
Idea. Cicely Tyson. She gets it. 96 years old. I believe she was one of them EGOTs. Cloris Leachman. Come on. Phyllis from Mary Tyler Moore and then her own show, Phyllis. She's a big one. Who's this? Sekou Smith, don't know who that is. Bruce Kirby, character actor, Columbo.
That guy kind of looked like somebody in The Matrix.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh. Larry King. Tell it to the king.
This year, huh?
A very formative book in my childhood. As a young wannabe broadcaster, I picked up a copy of Tell It to the King, and I was hooked. Hank Aaron. Hammer and Hank. Jimmy Rogers. I figured, yeah, country guy, you might know who he is, right? Probably important to you guys. Oh, this guy, he was in everything. He played Rollo on Sanford and Son. he was Lamont's friend, and Fred used to always Mexican jokes.
He was one of those that guys in the
Yes.
80s.
Well, he played every Hispanic role in the early 70s, and then Freddie Prinze.
Until Danny Trejo took over.
Yeah. Don't know who that is. Harry Brett. Don't know who this guy is. Phil Spector.
He died in prison, right?
The Wall of Sound. I don't know.
Wasn't he in prison?
He died in a hospital, an outside hospital. His official cause of death is, I think he was home. I think they sent him home. COVID. He died of COVID. Yeah, a lot of these are COVID people.
He looks like a damn demon.
Yeah, he did. Wall of Sound, though. An absolute genius in the production studio. Mark Richmond. Don't know who that is. Who's this guy? Sylvain of the New York Dolls. He's a punk icon. Oh, Siegfried Fischbacher. Come on.
This was his year?
This was the year Siegfried died. Roy had died, of tiger wounds.
Right.
But no, actually, it wasn't even tiger wounds that got him. He survived that. He just had all kinds of complications for the rest of his life. This guy.
Wait, so he's still alive, right?
No,
Roy
dead. Died. Siegfried, 81, was preceded in death by his performing partner, Roy Horn, who passed away from complications of COVID in May of 2020. So Roy died in 2020. Roy's the one that got eaten by the tiger. And then here's Siegfried. He died like a year later.
I saw them a bunch of times in Vegas.
I never saw him. him.
So Horn just died last year, and Siegfried just died this year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like those old married couples that, they can't live without each other.
Oh, you think they were like a couple?
Without a doubt, yeah. That's not even in debate anymore. That is not even debated by anyone anymore.
It's not that you think they even swung that way? They seem so masculine.
Yeah, I know, right? Who's this?
Oh, that's
John Riley. Dallas. He was on Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
General Hospital.
Couple black for that.
Country music singer-songwriter Eddie Bruce, who crafted and performed hits like Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, died of natural causes in Tennessee, January 8th. Oh, Tommy
Lasorda. Wow.
Yeah.
Does he have a fat man suit on?
No. Hey.
He did that great job as a Slim Fast spokesman. Isn't that what he's known for?
Well, he was for a while, but I think you and I were talking about this, right? You never saw super old fat guys. He was 93 and a fat guy.
I mean, my gosh, he looks like he got an air suit on.
Doesn't he? Hey, man, you just go. He loved his pasta. Marion Ramsey was best known for a role as Officer Laverne Hooks in the Police Academy movies. He was 73. Who's this guy? Let me see here. Daron Deezer D. Thompson, who is best known for his performance as Nurse Malik McGrath on the long-running NBC medical drama ER. British filmmaker and documenter. Oh, Michael Apted. No, he's a good filmmaker. He's good. Gorillas in the Mist, Gorky Park, Nell. He did a lot of good movies. Michael Apted. Tanya Roberts. Yeah, you're damn right she gets a little.
Where's she from?
Charlie's Angels. She was she was the brunette angel. If it were not for Shelley Hatch, she would be the least known angel. But Shelley Hatch is the least known angel. It was Tanya Roberts who replaced Cheryl Ladd replaced Farrah Fawcett. Tanya Roberts replaced Cheryl Ladd, and Shelley Hatch replaced Jacqueline Smith. That's how I believe it went down. Barbara Shelley. Anybody?
She looks like some movies I've seen, but I don't know which ones.
Jerry Marsden of Jerry and the Pacemakers. Anybody? I mean, I've heard of the band, but I don't know anything about them. New York Times best-selling author Jerome Dickey. Okay.
Is he selling a workout book there?
I don't know. Famed Australian cake designer Carrie Vincent. A cake designer? Really? Singer-songwriter George Gerdes.
Like, is there anybody still alive that's a celebrity? This list keeps going on.
I know. Well, we're working our way down. We're working our way through the year, and I think we're there. Yeah, that's it. We're done. That was it. All right, those are all your dead people from the
Who are
year
those
2021 so far.
Who are those two?
That's Kelly Clarkson and her husband, I guess, who she's divorcing. That's
So
the next slideshow.
they're both alive. That's okay.
It's the next slideshow. So there you have it. That's our 2021 death reel. A lot of people died. Thoughts?
Sad that they're gone.
It is sad. We hardly knew ye. Who's the biggest one? Who's the biggest one you remember?
Dusty Hill.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go Gavin McLeod. I'm gonna go.
They didn't show Norm Macdonald.
Good point. Because
You're right. We didn't see Norm Macdonald. That's a crazy. See, I can't say anything when James is playing that because then I echo.
May peace be with you.
Yeah. Now I want to know who else they left off because Norm Macdonald is a big one.
I heard your echo there for a second.
Yeah, because James is engaging something on his end, and when he does that, I get an echo. I would have to say Charlie Watts is probably the biggest one of all of them because he was.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe Rush Limbaugh is another big one. All right. Well, thank you, folks. We appreciate you hanging out tonight. Say goodbye. We'll be back tomorrow at noon for the high noon. His name is James Parker. His name is Sunglasses. He joins me on.
Is he on the Toady set?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the that's the 1984.
Oh.
Come back to me. Why am I drawing a blank?
Well, it's 1984. A Big Brother.
Who's
Goldstein?
Yeah, Big Brother. No, not Big Brother. What's O'Hara, Murphy, O'Reilly?
Well, O'Brien is the guy.
That's what it is. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm like,
yeah, the turns on. But the guy on the telescreen that I'm Goldstein.
Right. Yeah. But that means I would be identifying as O'Brien.
You are O'Brien.
I am an O'Brien type. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, folks. Look see James and I riffing on some classic literature. That's what we do here. All righty. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
And James, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. There he goes. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Kind of a lackluster show. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not feeling well. Remember I was telling you, I've been like nursing something all week. Oh my God. I feel like today was kind of a tap out show. My apologies. I'll trust you. I'll bring high energy tomorrow to the noon show. Topics. I think it's the weather. I think it's the change in the weather. A little scatterbrained. All right, that's going to be it. I don't even know how to end it now because I feel like this is so totally incomplete today. You got the funk. Emily's got the funk too. There's something. Is it the weather? I don't know. I know, Emily, Marky Post. I remember that when she died, but I totally forgot that it was recently. It was just like a couple months ago that Marky Post died. Yeah. What's with all these Russian bots we got? I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't care. Just, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm feeling weird. Feeling scatterbrained. We'll do a show tomorrow at noon, the High Noon Show tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. Hope you can join us there. That show will be a little bit more formatted. I promise you. We do topics. Everything that's going on in current events, we discuss it, prep you up so that you know all about the world that surrounds you on tomorrow, which will be December the 9th. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you. Roses and lace, they are meant for you.